Girl, Kadlac. Yes, I'm Kadlac Dixon. I'm the Trauma Life Prison Wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before all phase two Blake. Yes, it's your girl Kadlac. Anyways, guys, I'm coming through today. What is it, December the 18th? Girl, the last few days have been crazy. Crazy. So, let me tell you, started out on what, Friday? Yeah, okay. So we were supposed to go out of town. We were supposed to be traveling to Illinois. Now, I have not been in Illinois in the winter since 2000. No, 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 no. Since 1998. That was the last winter I ever been in Illinois. So I don't know this type of weather like that. So my daughter, she wants to see snow. So she's like, we gonna see snow. She done had all these little plans or whatever, and we still waiting on the snow. They say it's gonna snow um, the day after tomorrow or something like that or whatever. But so we, needless to say, don't really have the right clothing for that type of weather in Illinois, right? So we have been shopping, trying to find what we could find, and but a lot of stuff. Okay, so we live in Florida. They don't even sell the type of stuff that you need. So it was hard to even find boots. Y'all went with us when we went to the boot factory, and it was nothing but cowboy boots. Um, I found a little vest or whatever, but still, like the heavy coats and the boots and stuff, we were kind of, lost in the sauce. So my aunt was like, when y'all get here, we'll go in, find y'all boots or whatever, whatever. Okay, so I packed as much as I could. I knew I had to layer up. I knew I needed several layers of clothes, right? So usually when I'm going on a trip somewhere, okay, because I'm always working and it feels like I never, like, we could plan a trip next year sometime, So, like I was saying, we could have a trip planned for, okay, Princess, come on now. One more until I'm done. Yeah, go back out there with mommy till I'm done. Come on, mama. Mama. Okay. Okay. So, anyways, we could plan a trip this year for next year. And I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready. But by me, like, constantly, like, having to, do this and do that and be running around, I barely keep it together. Like, I be making deadlines and stuff by the skin of my teeth. So that when the time comes, it's like I still would be at the last minute getting ready. So when we came here, we came to Chicago in Illinois in, what was it, October? Yep, because it was my husband's birthday. It's that ugh, National Wrongful Conviction Day, right? We was here, and Money came here, and she was like, "Oh, we didn't get to do nothing that we wanted to do, so let's plan another trip." I'm like, "Okay, that sounds cool." Money decides, "Oh, so let's go in December, where when it'll be snowing." I'm like, "No, that doesn't sound good, Money." I'm like, why don't we just wait till next year? You get your little, the lottery, the yearly lottery. When you get your little tax return, we'll be good. We'll have a little time to get things together. No, Money wants to go right away. So I'm like, Money, it's gonna be winter time. We don't need to be carrying our butts up there in the winter. So I got all my clothes together. Usually, when I'm planning a trip, I literally will wash and take the whole load of clothes and just throw them into the a plastic bag, and that's how I pack. I be picking out the bag. I don't have nothing together. But I couldn't do that coming here because, you could literally like freeze, like for real. So I hadn't had nothing together. So Friday was my last day to get my clothes packed because I had to work Friday night, and then I had to work the next day too. So let me tell you what ended up happening. Girl, I'm going to have to name this Everybody Hates Cadillac. Y'all know I had a series back in, I think, 2022 of Everybody Hates Kadlac, because that is the character that I literally like relate to so well, because you know how Chris, he always tried to do the right thing, but though he did the right thing, he got the wrong results. And he got in trouble. He got good for bad and bad for good. And he tried to be a good boy, but he got blamed for everything. Like everything was his fault. I promise you, I relate to it's like Everybody Hates Cadillac. And it'll be some stuff that happen from nowhere. You like, how is this happening to me? So let me tell you how the day starts off. So I already knew that I had to work at 5 p.m., right? I had to work at 5 p.m. So I was like, this is the last of the wire. Like I literally did not I had a few pants, I had a few jackets, like what you call them things? They not coats, they like sweatshirt jackets. I had a few of those. I had my long socks. I didn't have everything that I needed, but I had some stuff. So I was gonna spend that whole morning just packing. I y'all know I don't lay foot out my bed without sitting there and just meditating. Y'all know I had a video back in the day where I had described getting up in the morning and getting out the bed as though you're about to walk through hot lava. Sometimes it's scary to get out your bed. So I don't get out my bed. I set my alarm and I lay back down and I pray and I meditate. And most time I fall back to sleep and then get back up and get out the bed, right? So I did all of the above. Like I prayed, I was like, asking the Lord to just lead my mind, Holy Spirit, just lead my mind, because I would get overwhelmed because we are at the last minute. I get overwhelmed, I get anxious, and then I do nothing, right? So I get up and I'm like, we finna have a good day. I'm finna get dressed. How about what was I finna do? Oh, I had to go pay a bill and I needed my ID. Girl, I could not find my ID for nothing in the world. And I'm like, where's my ID? Okay, so I don't just willy nilly have my ID, right? The last time I remember having my ID was going to visitation. So I'm like, dog it. So what if I lost it? Because it's been a week in between. What if I lost it going to visitation and didn't realize? Now, you know, you can't get on no plane without your ID. So I'm like, what in the heck? So where's my ID? And now it is Friday and the DMV is not open after today. So I'm like, I know we didn't get way down to this hour and I don't have an ID to get on the plane. So I'm like freaking out. I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, my sister comes in there to help me and she's like, she can't find the ID either. Now, I tell you, it seemed like I'm gonna say before last year, because last year I mean it was some bad things that used to happen to me, but I believed it was because I was in close contact with certain people. Like I did not realize that, but that whole vibe was attached to them. And the minute I kind of broke contact, it was like my life did a 360. I stopped having, I literally thought I was cursed because some of the worst things would happen to me. And once I broke ties with those people, it was like my life shifted and it wasn't all that crazy stuff happening to me. But all of a sudden, it was like everything just came back. And that day, it just all started to happen again. And I'm like, how is my ID missing out of nowhere, right? So I spent that whole morning, took my bed, flipped my bed over. I pulled everything out. I'm rummaging through everything. I'm tearing up the car. I'm like, where is my ID? So I'm like, okay, let me calm down. Let me calm down. So I goes to the DMV. I make an appointment. And I'm like, I'm just gonna continue because I already know that this is the devil just trying to, like, literally, it feels like he just moves stuff around, which is aggravating. And so I'm like, I know I'm gonna find my ID the moment I go purchase another one, right? So my sister's like, don't even worry about it. I'll buy you an ID. I'll pay for your ID. And I was like, no, I know it's here. So we made the appointment and I went home. I was able to calm down. I'm like, okay, so now I'm going to just look for my ID. I find my ID. Wait, before I even find my ID, in the process of looking for my ID, I lose my wallet. Because I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to go pay the bill because I didn't find the ID to go pay the bill. So I'm like, I'm just going to go pay the bill, right? And then I'm gonna come back and look for my ID. But once I decided I was gonna go pay the bill, I could not find my wallet. So now my wallet and my ID is missing. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm freaking out. This is too much. I'm running out of time. I have to work. And I was supposed to go see Marcello the next morning, right? Because that was going to be that is the second part. That got to be in a whole different video. That was too much. That was really Everybody Hates Chris. That truly was Everybody Hates Chris. Everybody hates Cadillac. Yes. So I have Vizzo in the morning, and without my ID, I can't visit as well. So I'm like, it is crunch time. Like 2 to 3 hours later, I found my ID. I'm sorry, I found my wallet in the middle console of my car. Somehow I went and put it there when we went up to the DMV to make the appointment. So I finds my wallet, I go and pay my bill, and then I get back. Later, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours later, I find my ID. I must have had it like on my bed or something. For some reason, it wasn't in my wallet. Like stuff never be where it's supposed to be. Even when I know I put, why would I just have my ID outside my wallet? But then I realized why I did that because I was picking my grandson up from my sister's house and I didn't necessarily need my ID. I mean, I didn't necessarily need my purse or my wallet, but just in case you get pulled over by the police, you want to have your ID. So I was like, dang. So I had done took my little ID with me to go pick up my grandson, and I didn't realize that because I was so tired. So it had them fell off the bed and slid in some crevice. And after I had turned over my whole road, 3 hours later, I find that ID. So I'm thinking the worst of the worst is behind me, right? Everything is cool. So then I'm like, okay, I can finish packing or whatever. Then my daughter's like, Mom, you said you were gonna braid my hair to go out of town. I'm like, I literally got 2 hours. I have not packed the thing because I looked for stuff. I've been searching for stuff that already should have been in spot. So I ain't packed nothing. And she's like, Mom, but I told you don't wait to the last minute. Don't wait to the. I said, money. I never plan to wait to the last minute. But I promise you, without the last minute, nothing in my life would get done. Right. So she comes home and I braid her hair down. Right. I start braiding her hair to the back because she wanted to wear her little wig or whatever. So it gets halfway to like she had like that much left, just a little section. I'm like, well, you could finish that off. I did the most of your hair, right? And she's like, no, I just want you to do it or whatever. And I was like, well, I can't do it till I get off from work. So I cut it short. I put my uniform on, and then and you finna play the TV. You see, I'm turning the volume down. They can still hear it. Okay, just give me 5 minutes. I'm finna stop. I'm at the end of it anyway. So and I'm off track. So I finished almost the most of her hair, right? So it gets down to it's time to go to work. So I did as much of her hair as I could. So I'm like, so where's my keys? So I can go to work. How about my keys are missing and I'm about to be late? I'm like, are you kidding me? Where are my keys? So literally, all the stuff I had fixed back from tearing out from my ID in my wallet, I literally had to tear it out again, flip my bed over, and did not find my keys. My keys have fell down in my little art box. I don't even know why it was there. For me, if I don't put my keys in one special hook, like up on the door, I would never find them things. So I've started training myself how to do better because I knew I would never find my keys if I didn't put them in a certain spot. But for this reason, I don't know why this day I didn't put them in that certain spot. I just put them to the side and they fell down in the box. But girl, it was way too much doing all that rushing around. And then I worked that night and then Saturday morning. So this gonna be the part two visitation. That was ridiculous. That did not go. You couldn't have even scripted that to have as many malfunctions in it. But yeah, all right, guys. So I'm gonna let you go because my sister wanna turn the TV on. You know, I'm gonna be demonetized if I, have all that in the background. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. It's your girl Cadillac.